Glad to have you with us from Toyota Stadium. College football's postseason continues in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. It's the ECU Pirates and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. It's a draw. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Defense might bring the house here. They give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. Throwing, Williams. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give is to Miller. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Baker. Lines is back in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stakes.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And tackled there by the defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get points on this drive, establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Wide open on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Pirates.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. Keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll move the wide receiver. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt.
On to kick it away.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Williams. Oh, they're after him. They're working that left side. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the option. Running to Green. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to run for it. Maybe a crease. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Williams. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Williams will pass. Pucks it out of the air. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Allen.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Williams. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Miller with the ball. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Bulldogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They think there's room to run to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Under fire. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Wilkerson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
In the red area, it's Miller. Runs through a tackle. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Booth. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Baker. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down, and a decision coming right now. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Get this drive going from the 17. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Running inside, it's Allen. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Pirates with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
The RPO, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Snags it over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Pirates will have it 1st and 10. Williams. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing, they're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
The Pirates line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Allen. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Williams. Here's a heat. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Picked off. What a play to set them up. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Throwing, Williams. Makes the catch. It's Hamlin. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on second and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. The give on the option. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, East Carolina. Great job by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box, everybody up front.
Maybe some room here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The give is to Miller. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Leaves it with the back. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Punt is in the air. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And they got him.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The run inside. It's Miller. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Baker. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Booth. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll run it. It's Miller. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Baker. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Bulldog! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Rides to the back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Williams looking for a man. Going downfield for the big play. And he scores! Touchdown, ECU! Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Throwing right. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This time he's got it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Booth.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages. And
throws toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? but certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.